So, hi everyone. Today we are starting with a new series, and it is the first video or upcoming series in understanding mathematics for grade 11th CBSE and grade 12 CBSE. In the first structure, we will try to, in today's video, we will try to review the syllabus of grade 11 CBSE. What is the syllabus, what is all about there. And in the upcoming videos, the plan is to go for every chapter discussion. The discussion will be in the format of book, an ebook we are using, that is R.S. Agrawal is a good source. We are starting the journey with this book. We'll try to understand every chapter step by step, every concept properly, and also we'll try quality questions in the process. So that is the uh, you can say idea behind starting this series. Today is the first video. Let us understand what is all about this particular chapter. So if you see in class 11 CBSE, sets is there, sets, relations. In set we know a lot of things like type of sets, the form of sets, that is roster method, set builder form, and the usage of set is there in multiple cases. It is also connected with probability questions, and it can be connected with any other question where algebra is there. Easily it can be connected, and any other segment also it can be interlinked easily. So knowledge of set is important, as it requires, that is required in all the uh, chapters or all the corners of mathematics, I will say. So that is the initial requirement. Apart from that, we have Venn diagram in the sets. That is also very important for us. Then we have relations. Relation means how we are defining two different entities, which type of connection is there in that. And in progress, we have functions. Function is the fundamental chapter for calculus, I will say, because without function discussion, we are not able to understand calculus properly from origin. Later, we have principles of mathematical induction. This chapter generally focuses on understanding of the proofs for all the standard theorems, I will say, or all the standard formulas, I will say, not theorems. I'll just say all the formulas what we have. So even the next chapter, which is complex numbers, uh, Leibniz formula, I will say, and many other formulas which are there with us, which we proved with the help of this. Many other formulas. Okay. So basically, for proving part, we need mathematical induction. It also plays a role in the proving part generally in Olympiads. When Olympiad questions we try, we generally use the induction way. There are multiple ways of induction, and the syllabus is there. The syllabus is useful for proving generally in the Olympiad segment for any other, you can say all the segments of Olympiad. We have now complex numbers, chapter 5, and quadratic equations. So quadratic equations, everyone knows, it is introduced to you in the lower classes itself. You can say in sixth onward, it is introduced. In some of the syllabus, it is introduced in fifth standard also. So why we study complex numbers? Because whenever we find the roots of a quadratic equation, sometimes the roots are imaginary in number, in the state, which is not a real number. So that's why complex number will be utilized for that, or representation of that. And there is a whole Broad perspective is there for complex numbers means it will be, you can say, interconnected to many other things properly. Okay, that is the thing about complex numbers. Now, later we have linear inequations, that is linear inequality. Linear inequations, two variable and one variable. So one variable, whenever we have only x as the variable, here we can have two variables where y is also there, x and y both. Apart from that, we have permutation, we have combination, permutation. Uh, the basics start with arrangement of the concept. Okay, arrangement of anything. Let us say any case is there. You need to find something. What is the arrangement? Let us say there are four numbers, and in how many ways we can keep the four numbers in three places, and which is repetition is allowed. Let us say so. Uh, that is the way order is. We follow the order whenever the order is required. We say permutation. We have to follow. For combinations, basically, order is not important. Okay. So again, the same thing we do, but the order is not important in that, and the order is important in the permutation part. Different ways we find for solving a different, you can say, in the example, let us say there are four places and we have six items. So if order is defined, we will go with permutation. If order is not required, we'll go with combinations. Repetitions are not, you can say, considered. Repetitions are not considered in, not possible in the permutation, we will say. In combinations, obviously, it is obviously we divide with the repetition part. Okay. So binomial theorem. This word binomial theorem, why we are discussing here, the reason is from the lower classes, we are very, very aware that what is a plus b whole square, everyone knows, cube we know, but to the power of 4 we know. Let us say we have 1000 there in the exponent part, and we want to solve the question for that. Now, in that case, it will be a little bit difficult for us. Okay. In that case, it will be difficult for us because it will be a very tedious and very lengthy process. So it will be better if we are going for a different approach. Okay. So obviously for that we need uh, binomial theorem. We need binomial theorem because of this reason itself, we can say. And the reason is very simple that without binomial, it will be not easy for us to solve the questions whenever we have an exponent of higher power, right? So binomial plays a very important role. We will understand the expansion of many uh, algebraic expressions, I would say, and you'll also find you can also find any specific term, etc. with help of that. Arithmetic progression, geometric progression, we are slightly aware because we have learned it in grade 10. So this is the basic, this is the just progress of that. This is just further process of that. A bit more things will be there in that. Okay. So this type of repeated part. Some special series, if you are targeting. Now, whenever we say some special series, in that case, basically what will happen, uh, let us say factorial part is there, logarithmic series, exponential series, a lot of other different type of series are there in that. Measurement of angles, why we study differently in trigonometry? Because let us say we have angle measurement from 30, 60, 90. We are already aware in the grade 10, but here we'll go with different angles like 18, 72. Different angles can be calculated with help of different iterations of trigonometric formulas. Trigonometric or circular functions, again, how a trigonometric function is all the trigonometric ratios can utilize as a function, and then circular functions we also use in that, right? So that is the thing. Conditional identities involving the angles of a triangle. Obviously, identities we use whenever in solving the questions of trigonometry, but in the case of triangle also we can use a lot of things like that. And there are certain things to study. Trigonometric equations obviously will involve the trigonometric ratios. Solution of triangle obviously with the help of uh, laws, or you can say sine law, cos law, sine sometimes it's also called as sine rule, cos rule. So graphs of trigonometric functions, obviously the graph nature of all the trigonometric functions, like there are six trigonometric functions, obviously with the help of that we can understand. Coordinate geometry has interesting stuff. There is straight lines, we are already aware. We have studied previously. Circle, already we know, but it is an extension here. Parabola, ellipse is not introduced in grade 10, and hyperbola also. So here new things will be there with the help of this. And applications of conic sections will all include all of them. Conic sections means all of them. So it will be also including the circle part, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola. Obviously, there will be complicated cases of triangle, the straight lines also. Three-dimensional geometry is also important for us, and then it is applied there. New topic for grade 11, and limits plays a very important role in the calculus. So for functions based the fundamental rule and limits should be known to us properly. Differentiation is introduced in grade 11. We will also know the chain rule, the different type of methods of differentiation, mathematical reasoning. Basically, it is a focus on the reasoning part itself, and statistics we already know. A lot of stuff is there in statistics. Probability, obviously the new addition will be Bayes theorem, Bayes law. Okay, that is the basic stuff related to we can say grade 11 syllabus. So I'll just wind up on this note, and we will discuss every chapter. There are 31 chapters. We will complete all the chapters, you can say, by discussing them step by step. So that will be the, okay. Okay, then I'll just wind up for today and also review the grade 12 syllabus.